Hello, welcome again to another exciting edition of So Into Bourbon. Charlie, what do we have before us tonight?
Super pumped, super excited. Tonight we've got Old Forester, barrel proof, single barrel, rye.
Cannot wait. Okay, Old Forester, single barrel, barrel proof, rye. Checking all the boxes, Charlie.
Let's go.
Tell us about it.
Let's tell you about it. So Old Forester, 2 or 3 years ago, decided, you know what, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do our rye. That's right, rye. 100 proof, rye, readily available. Charlie, tell me about Old Forester's rye. I will, from their own website. A historic recipe acquired in 1940 by Owsley Brown, the best name in bourbon, Owsley. Mash bill is 65% rye, 20% malted barley, and 15% corn. Pretty unique mash bill there. So some corn in it, some malted barley. And they also say a high proportion of barley allows for a fully natural fermentation process, foregoing the need for artificial enzymes commonly found in high rye mash bills. There you go. Now you know everything you need to know about it.
Now you know.
Old Fo rye, readily available, usually about $20 to $30 a bottle. And if you know anything about us, you watch our episodes, you know how much we absolutely adore Old Forester.
And rise.
And rise. So what we have in front of us is our control before we get into this beastly animal. This is Old Forester rye, 100 proof, readily available on the shelf.
Absolutely. Very beautiful amber color. We're not going to spend too much time analyzing it.
You get that?
There's that mint again.
Yep. Tonight's rye mint night.
What was the mash bill again?
The mash bill is 65% rye, 20% malted barley, and 15% corn. So pretty unique mash bill. And if you know anything about us, we love unique mash bills. They're just the best.
Let's do it. Just a pretty straightforward rye, isn't it?
It really is. It's what you want when you go and you spend your hard-earned dollars on a bottle. I don't want to be disappointed. And I'm buying a bottle of rye, so I want a little bit of rye spice, and I want a little bit of that sweetness. And
a little bit of sweet apple, and then on the finish, that pepper comes in on the back.
Just tickle your tongue, very pleasant. At 100 proof, it's incredibly sippable, and it's just one of those perfect offerings where you don't have any remorse about it. You want to pour it in a mule, you want to make a cocktail out of it, an old fashioned, you want to pour it over ice, pour it in Coke, heck, it doesn't matter. It's a readily available bottle.
It's yours.
Now this bottle, this is single barrel, and it's barrel proof. And it's 130.5 proof from Warehouse K, floor 2. And I'm just gonna say this, and
that is my favorite warehouse and my favorite floor. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to offend anyone else, but this may be the most beautiful bottle in all of bourbondom.
It is a pretty bottle.
I mean, it's the green and the gold. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Simple.
It's
yet elegant.
Beautiful.
Just like you.
Yes. Demand for these bottles is high. These are hard to come by. Ask me where I got this.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at a charity gala, and it was in a bourbon pull.
Did you have a gay time?
I did, the gayest. $50.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
You know what, Charlie?
You're not gonna have any?
No, I just wonder if you might know the answer to this question.
Probably not.
What's the deal with rye whiskeys and the green label?
That is a great question, and the answer to that is very simple. It's marketing. They wanted to be able to stand out, so when you see green, and if you're anything like us and you do a lot of bourbon shopping, when you see a green label, what does that green label mean?
It's a rye.
It's a rye. I don't know who started it. We're going to do some research.
We are going to have to do some research.
I'm going to do some research in that. It's probably somebody cool like, I don't know, E.H. Taylor or something.
Well, it makes me wonder if it has anything to do with the mint flavor that comes from a rye sometimes. Maybe.
So that sucker's gorgeous.
That is. Very just dark, amber.
Leather.
Beautiful color.
This is going to be crazy. I cannot wait. There's just no way. There is no way that that nose is from 130.5 proof. There's no freaking way.
That's really odd.
This may be flat.
You know what I'm getting? This is going to sound so weird, and it sounds weird to me, and maybe there's something wrong with me tonight. You know what I'm getting on this nose?
Tell me. I want to know.
Beef bouillon. Which is totally out of left field. I usually don't get these weird notes. The notes that I pick up are usually pretty standard, right?
Yeah, but
I don't get any alcohol in this. I don't get any mint. I don't get any.
When I tell you there is no alcohol, like it's 130.5 proof.
That is.
And there's nothing. There's no alcohol. It is insane. And I see what you're saying. There is like a savory flavor there on the nose. Cheers, drinking time.
Let's try it.
See if it tastes like 130.5 proof. Oh my gosh.
That is. Who do you know what to say? That's
She just exist.
It's heavy. It's thick.
When you tell someone, I've got this bottle. It's Old Forester, single barrel, barrel proof rye, 130 proof. That's what you want it to taste like. And you're right, it's viscous and it's so peppery. It's really peppery, but not so much that it's unpleasant.
No.
And it's proofed, which they didn't proof this, it's just barrel proof. But it's perfect because it's still sippable and drinkable. And the spiciness of the rye is really, it's not the proof that gets you, it's how just damn spicy it is. And it's so good, and I get chocolate notes. That's
getting chocolate and caramel on it.
Great
but
bottle.
Not sweet. Not very sweet. And I'm not getting a lot of fruit. At least not your lighter fruits like your apples and like I normally pick up on a rye, but
I get spice and dark chocolate. Really great oak character.
A lot of oak character.
And what's crazy about these barrels is most Old Faux are between 4 and 5 years old. They're not hyper aged stuff. And we've talked about this, maybe not on camera because we don't want Old Faux to have us killed, but we love Old Forester. I mean, they're Old Forester single barrels, Old Forester, the Whiskey Row collections, the Prohibition collection. Love them. The Old Foresters I
know where you're going with this.
Don't like are the older offerings.
The birthday bourbon.
The birthday bourbon, and even some of the President's Choice that are a little older. I think their sweet spot is that 4 to 7 years old.
Now, I'm not a 1%er, so I've never had the President's Choice, but I have had the pleasure of having tasted a few of the birthday bourbons, and I just have not been impressed, really. I really haven't.
I'll tell you.
The nose is changing on this now. Now I'm getting more of the
classic rye
notes than I was.
And it was a fresh pop. You guys saw it. Everybody saw it.
Yeah, but I'm still
it's such a
beef
great
bouillon. That is so weird.
It's such a great bottle. I mean, 130 proof, and goodness gracious. I see why people clamor for these. I see why there is a secondary market for them and people want them so much. I absolutely, that will not last long on my bar at all. That's a great bottle. Maybe top 5 that I've had this year.
Top 5, oh yeah.
For sure.
Just if for nothing else, just the uniqueness. That's such an interesting bottle.
It is, and it's hard not to be romantic about bourbon. I mean, it's a single barrel.
Rate it.
Oh.
We've been slacking off on rating.
You know what? We have been slacking off on
lately,
rating.
or whiskeys.
Man, I'm going to give that a solid 8.125. 8.125. Hard to find. I got lucky on a barrel pull or on a bottle pull at a gala. 8.125.
So let me ask you this. Is $50, is that MSRP on this, or is that just what you were able to pay for this?
That's what I paid for.
Okay, what is MSRP?
That is a great question.
Okay, Charlie didn't prepare for the
No, I did. I believe it is between $79 and $89. Okay. But I will be fully honest with you. I have never seen one for sale at MSRP.
Yeah. So $70 to $80, even $100 for a barrel proof rye.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah. I mean, so that doesn't really factor in at all negatively on this. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. And this, I'm gonna qualify that with, this is not really in my sweet spot or right up my alley as far as flavor profiles that I normally gravitate towards.
Okay.
But it's super, super interesting.
I think that is because of this super interesting mash bill. Keep in mind, this is not a traditional straight rye whiskey, you know, a 70-30 or a 95-5. 65% rye, 20% malted barley, and 15% corn.
And also, I think this would be fantastic with a cube, a large block of ice, or in an old fashioned, which is typically, if I'm at home, just enjoying myself, chilling, that's how I'm drinking my bourbon.
I don't disagree with you with cube because it is 130.5 proof, so you're going to have time to enjoy
really
opening it up. I would not put this in an old fashioned because I think that would be a sin.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that, but I would drink it on an ice cube.
Yeah, 100%. Big John ice cube, 100%. I am so happy, and we talked about this in our last episode. One of the reasons we love doing these episodes and the channel for you people is because we continue to be surprised and amazed and drink amazing bottles. That is no exception.
Nope, no exception.
Thank you, Old Forester. God bless you. I don't know where we go
Charlie,
from here.
Let's tell them what they should do.
Number one, you should like and subscribe. It's very important.
It is very important. It's very easy. It's just clicking a button.
Push the button, like and subscribe. Don't you want to see more of us?
Yeah. What else?
You should probably follow us on our social medias, like
Facebook, So in a Bourbon, Instagram, So in a Bourbon, TikTok, Whiskey Realtor.
Tell them what to do, Glenn, because I messed up the last one.
Keep your wallets loose
and your bone holes tight. Good night, everybody. I don't think I want to do this channel anymore. Not really. Sit down and stand up. So I can't smell or taste anything for about 2 weeks. Is that going to be a problem on this episode?
I'm glad you told me before I came over.
It
tastes like earth.
Earth and water.
It's the barley eating the sugar while it's cooking. Yeah. So anyway, just thought I'd let you know that.
Old Forester, take 5, action.